The Parliamentary Defense Committee adopted a resolution calling on North Korea to halt its military provocations. Rival lawmakers questioned what exactly the regime fired last week, as there were contrasting announcements by Seoul and Pyeongyang, as well as the government's response measures. Kim Min-ji has the highlights from that session.
The National Assembly's Defense Committee has adopted a resolution condemning North Korea's recent military provocations. It calls for an immediate halt to them, saying they're a threat to peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula. The resolution adds that the North should faithfully abide by a joint military agreement between the two Koreas aimed at reducing tensions, and that it will be held responsible for any violations.
We call on the government to devise measures to deter North Korea's nuclear and missile capabilities through the military and the Seoul-Washington alliance.
The North recently launched multiple projectiles into the East Sea 3 separate times in the course of just over a week. Defense Committee lawmakers on Monday were briefed on related developments, with Seoul's defense minister saying that a joint analysis was underway with the U.S. and that it was stepping up its surveillance assets. There has been controversy over what Pyongyang actually fired, though it claimed it tested a rocket system.
We've been analyzing the weapons it launched. Based on that and the data we already have, we announced that it could be a short-range ballistic missile. But after Pyongyang claimed it had test-fired a rocket system, the intelligence authorities in Seoul and Washington have been conducting further analysis. Our initial assessment was based on joint analysis as well.
In light of these provocations, some lawmakers asked whether Seoul has any plans to deploy tactical nuclear weapons, something the defense chief said is not being considered. The opposition slammed South Korea's lukewarm response to the launches, which they claimed were a violation of the inter-Korean military agreement. The minister said that the military has expressed concerns over the matter.
We have expressed concerns that the North's actions are not in line with the joint military agreement and that we will make sure they abide by the deal to foster peace. We maintain military readiness and continue to devise measures to counter any new weapons development.
As for the recent violations of South Korea's air defense identification zone by China and Russia, the defense chief said that air intrusions will likely continue. He said Seoul's military will act sternly according to its manuals, but in a way that it will not be mistaken for hostility or provoke a military confrontation. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.